NFL prize picks for Monday Night Football, Jets versus Chargers. Hit that like button. Let's get right to work. Had a 5 for 6 yesterday. We'll try and do better than that, get a sweep today. Here's the game. In terms of the betting odds, Jets are 3-point underdogs. Those are my Jets, so they're going to lose by 24. Just trust me. No, I'm very biased when it comes to picking Jets games. Not a fan of Zach Wilson. Luckily, props, I just go by numbers and math. I can take my bias out of it. 41-point total in the game. As I said, Jets are 3-point dogs. Chargers minus 170 on the money line. Everything we do is based on the Proptimizer. Let's compare prize pick lines. That's this column right here. Your sportsbook odds, that's here. You get a sportsbook projection just based on these odds. And then our projection model that we get from the Sharp app, our betting partner, sister company. Make sure you check them out. I got links below. You want access to this? Code Sniper20. That link down below is under $30 a month. Make that back quick, fast, and in a hurry. Do not worry about that. Let's jump right into the plays for today. I'm going to pass on Joshua Kelley, this top line here. Basically, it's for him to get one reception for over 1.5 yards. I have another green play here in the rankings that I like a little bit more. It is the more than 21.5 rushing yards. Sportsbook have it lined at 23.5. I know it's only 2 yards, but it's value. Value is value. Math is going to math. And we're projecting him over that mark as well, closer to what the sportsbook has it at 23.5. So everything lines up here. We'll go ahead. We'll go into prize picks. And we'll start building our play. And over 3 of the last 5 games. And hooked it last time out. So really, I mean, I can't call it 4 or 5. 3.5 out of 5. Nice. He's been close getting work. I think this is both teams are going to try and run the ball quite a bit here. Jets good defense. I think Kelley will get enough work here between the tackles to hopefully get to this number. So this is going to be play number 1. Let's go back into the Proptimizer. Let's see what else we can find for today. I'll scroll back up. Michael Carter. 5.5 receiving yards is the line. And the odds say to play under, but our projection is over, so we just straight up pass. Justin Herbert, more than 10.5 rushing yards. Line is at 11.5 and is a pick'em. Pretty much across the board here. We're projecting him at 18.3 rushing yards. I talk about correlation. Sometimes I want to avoid 2 players on the same prop going over, but because it's rushing yards and one's a quarterback, it's really just him scrambling a couple of times, having to get loose against this Jets defense. I do think that is going to be the case here. So Justin Herbert, more than 10.5 rushing yards, 3 and 2 over the last 5. Hasn't made in either of the last 2 games, but I don't think he had to run against either the Bears or the Chiefs defense. I think the Jets defense will do a better job, flush him out a couple times, and he'll get a couple of scrambles and get to this mark. So that'll be play number 2. Play number 3, back into the odds. Breece Hall receiving yards. 21.5 is the line, 22.5. Got a little bit of juice to the 22.5 too. Caesars, the juice is all the way up to minus 154. Like to see that in terms of a positive odds value play. Projection is at almost 28 yards receiving. Looks good to me. Let's just check the last 5 and make sure Hall never gets any receiving yards. He's covered the last 2 games, getting more and more done out of the backfield in terms of receiving. So, and 76 yards against the Giants last time out. Looks pretty good to me. Matches up with the odds. This is play number 3, Breece Hall. Back to the Proptimizer. See how easy the tool is, guys. Hit the like button for me. Make sure you sign up at DFS Army with those links below. Randall Cobb. We want to play under. Projection says over. Pass. Don't have tackle projections in the system. Total receptions, Garrett Wilson. 5.5. Minus 141 total line. And you know what? Actually, the projection is over 5.6, so I'm going to go ahead and pass. I was going to point out the difference between BetMGM and DraftKings and say, really, I think DraftKings is a sharper book. But either way, the projection is over. So we'll go ahead and pass that off. Justin Herbert. We already have one play with him. But if you don't like the rushing yard prop, the passing yard one is pretty solid as well, especially if they are up and running the ball. It matches up with the Kelley prop. Jets are a good defense. I like this one as well, but I'll go with the one ranked a little bit higher. More tackle props. Now, again, I'm going to try and get to 5 or 6 because math-wise on Prize Picks, you want to be a 5 and 6 plays. 3s and 4s do not pay as well. Level of confidence going down throughout the video, I should mention. Projection doesn't match up here, but we finally get Austin Ekeler less than 36.5 receiving yards. Sportsbooks have it lined at like 33.5 as a pick 'em. Points bet is 35.5, but we're projecting him at 31.7. Looks pretty good to me. I'm interested in this last 5 when it comes to Ekeler receiving. 3 and 2 being under, popped off last time out for 95 yards against the Bears. The Jets are a better defense than the Bears. Eye test, Ekeler, I think he's going to be available for checkdowns, but I'm going to go with the math and the projections here. And we'll say Austin Ekeler less than 36.5 receiving yards. We need one more play. Just going to do 5 for Monday Night Football. We already have Breece Hall. No projection for kickers. Keenan Allen. Matched up with these with the Jets secondary. It's a really slight play. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Definitely my least confident, by the way, is this play. But we'll go Keenan Allen, less than 77.5 receiving yards. Book 74.5 is the pick 'em. 3 yards is 3 yards. And we're projecting him just under the 77-yard mark. It's close. That's why it's an orange play. But we need one to round out the math here on Prizepicks. I wonder what this last 5 is going to look like. Actually, 3 and 2 last 5 as well. So not the worst last 5 chart you will see. And that's what we got for the plays here. Let's do the recap and lock this in. Joshua Kelley, more than 21.5 rush yards. Justin Herbert, more than 10.5 rush yards. Breece Hall, more than 21.5 receiving yards. Austin Ekeler, less than 36.5 receiving yards. And Keenan Allen, less than 77.5 receiving yards. Lock that in, make our play. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. That's what I got for you. If you didn't already, hit that like button. Check the links below. Hopefully, I will see you guys in the Discord. Otherwise, it's your daily reminder. And second one of the day, make sure you check out the NBA video if you're watching this before lock. But it's your reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. But either way, good luck in those contests, and I will see you next time.